My name is Eli Rechlag and I'm the Magician. This is Push. First of all, I'd like to welcome all participants of the International Cardistry Open. This tutorial is designed for the beginner class, but hopefully the veterans can get something out of it too. I'll be teaching my concept move called Push. Push is heavily inspired from Michael Roman's Automatica. I'll leave the link in the description for this flourish. Anyways, let's get started. Okay, to start you're going to hold the deck in a standard dealer's grip. You're going to lift up a small packet of cards, doesn't really matter, roughly 10 to 15 cards. The smaller packet the better. You're going to hold a pinky break. You're going to take the second section of your middle finger between the two knuckles and insert that into the break, leaving the tip of your finger protruding from the back. Your pointer finger is also going to go into the break and your thumb is going to clasp down on top. So you now have this packet clipped between these three fingers. It's kind of the position that you end in after doing a Stuart Gordon double lift, but we're not actually doing that move. Alternatively, you could also have your ring finger at the back of the cards, but that depends on the way you actually get into the move. For now, we're just going to have the middle finger at the back. Make sure both packets are flush and take the packet clipped in this hand and put it at the back of the deck. You're going to clamp down with your thumb and your pinky and your ring finger just a little bit, not too tight as it makes it harder to push the cards through. Once the cards are flush and squared with the deck, applying pressure with your middle finger at the back of the packet, start to slide this packet into the deck. You'll notice at the other end, the section of cards where this packet is pushing in will be sliding out the opposite end. Keep pushing, making sure to extend your pointer finger so the cards don't fall all the way to the end. If my pointer finger wasn't here holding this packet, it would simply fall off. From here, you're going to clip between your pointer and your middle finger with your middle finger on top. From here, you're going to strip out this packet, turning your hand over to put that packet on top. Okay, we'll run over that one more time. So you're going to get a pinky break of a small packet of cards. Second knuckle, the tip is extending out the back. The pointer finger also goes into the break. Clip between these three fingers. Make sure it's nice and square and align it with the back of the deck. Apply pressure with your middle finger. You can actually let go with all the other fingers, pointer on the bottom, the thumb on the top, and just push with the middle finger. Be sure to keep an even pressure as you're pushing and try not to jolt it through. You want a nice smooth push and so the packet seamlessly extends out the front. Make sure that the pointer finger is there ready to catch the packet so it doesn't fall. You can almost leave this as a display as the packet almost looks like it's floating. From there, pointer finger goes to the bottom, middle finger on top, clip it, rotate your wrist and fingers around so that packet comes back to rest on the top of the deck. Some helpful tips when pushing the packet through is you don't want to push it through at a V angle like so. When pushing at that angle, what will happen is the cards will tend to split and spread like that. That doesn't look as good as when the packet just seemingly floats out the front by itself. So to get this to happen, you're actually going to push it at the opposite of the V, so it's a little bit of a mountain. This will keep the pressure on the top of the packet rather than on the bottom. What may happen is you may get some cards to split on the bottom, but that doesn't matter as much as you can't see it. If the cards happen to split on the bottom, when you go to clip this packet, simply take your pointer finger and square them in with the deck before flipping it back on top. Okay, so here are some of my ideas on the way you can actually start the move. The very first way I thought of was using Dan and Dave's Jones change move. You can find this tutorial by simply typing into YouTube Dan and Dave Jones change. It's a free tutorial on their move. The only difference, instead of using 2 cards to do the actual change, you're using a packet of cards. So just a quick rundown, your middle finger and your thumb grip the packet in opposite corners. Your pointer finger is going to grab the top of the deck. You're going to rotate around using your pointer finger, and to push through, your pointer finger is going to pull back, and you're going to push the packet against your hand, so your base of your thumb and your middle finger is grabbing it. From here, you can either use your ring finger, like I said before, to push the packet into the deck, or you can adjust it slightly by using your pointer finger to hold and bringing your middle finger to the back of the deck to then push the packet through. Either way, it's up to you. Another way that it can be done is you pick up a packet, and as you're doing a Stuart Gordon double, you do a half T.G. Murphy deck flip. So at the same time you do the deck flip and the double lift, and that gets you in position to do the push through move. Alternatively, you can end the flourish from this position using a 1-card twirl. So from this position, as you're twirling that whole packet back on top, you leave your fingers in this position and your middle finger grabs the top card, sliding it backwards. From here, your thumb pushes down on the bottom of this card, and you use this hand to rotate the card around the thumb. From here, you're going to pivot the deck out of the way so your thumb can push it down into the palm of your hand, and you close the packet on top. I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. Hopefully you can find something in it to take away. I highly recommend experimenting with this flourish and just coming up with creative ideas on how to perform it from different sides even, or different ways to start and to finish the move. I'm sure it can be done, and I'm really keen to see what you guys can come up with. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.